Good afternoon. We are live. We are live on LinkedIn. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. We're live on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube at the moment. So if you are tuning in from any one of these channels for this special lunchtime live with me, Mildred Talabi, I would love to hear from you in the comments. I would love for you to drop a message in the comments to say hello and let me know where you're tuning in from, because this is a special session that we're about to have. It's going to be a quick session because we have got something important to talk about, and it's about your visibility. It's about getting you visible. Now, I'm not just talking about being visible on LinkedIn. I'm not just talking about being visible on Facebook or Facebook or YouTube either. I am talking about being visible in your business for the purpose of promoting your business and your brand and all the other good stuff that comes from doing that. So I want you to let me know if you are tuned in live this afternoon and if you are ready to talk about this important and exciting subject. And hey, Shireen is live on this lunchtime afternoon. Listen, this is a quick lunchtime session because I know right now you're probably having your lunch, you're having your sandwich or a good salad because it's too hot for anything hot, right? It's too hot to be having any of those hot foods. It's all sandwich weather. Sandwich and salad weather. I don't know what part of the world you're in, but here in the UK, we are having like the heatest of heat waves. But I am not complaining. Not complaining at all. I love the sun. Bring it, bring it, bring it. Good morning, Shireen. Good morning. No, not Shireen. It's not good morning. Good morning, because you're in the afternoon like me. Good hello, afternoon, Shireen. Reverend Dr. Renee is good morning because she's in New York, and Elena is from USA, and Ziga, hello. Good to have you all with me here, ladies. Just a quick introduction. This is Lunchtime Live with me, Mildred Talabi. Every now and again, I do these special lunchtime live sessions where for a week, this week is going to be from today, which is Tuesday to Friday. I'm going live talking about a specific subject. And the subject that we are talking about is the 4 reasons to start being visible. Now, just as a quick intro, in case you're wondering who I am and we're not connected on LinkedIn, hi, my name is Mildred Talabi and I'm a LinkedIn visibility coach. I specialize in helping women build visible and profitable brands on LinkedIn and beyond. And as of yesterday, I also have a new title to add to the equation, and that is the founder of the Visible Women Tribe. Woo! Isn't that exciting? I am so excited about the Visible Women Tribe. I am absolutely going to tell you more about it in just a second, but that's the latest addition to my titles. Founder of the Visible Women Tribe, which is a global community of women who are committed to being seen, heard, and remembered for all the right reasons. And I want you to be part of that tribe. And I'm going to tell you how you're going to be part of that tribe in just a moment. But today we are going to be talking about the 4 reasons to start being visible. Because we talk about this visibility thing, or at least I talk about it a lot. And it's a word that we hear, visible. What does it actually mean to be visible? And why is it important to be visible? Well, that's what we're going to talk about this week, starting from today. So today, mark your calendar, lunchtime, 1 o'clock British summertime, right? Join me here for the next 4 days. We're going to be talking about why it's important to be visible, 4 reasons for you to be visible, to start being visible if you're not already visible. Hi, Aisha. Aisha's tuning in from London, and Sandy is in live on LinkedIn. Hi. And I've got another LinkedIn user in Boston. Hello, good afternoon. So awesome to see you all in this live session. Now, before I get into the topic, as I said, I can't be telling you about the Visible Women Tribe and not actually give you a chance to find out more what it's about, because we are about building a movement. And I use the word movement because I'm dramatic, one. I am totally dramatic, but also because I truly believe that this is going to be a movement that is going to spread like wildfire. Women everywhere, waking up all around the world, realizing that, you know what, enough hiding, right? I need to be visible. I need to be seen. I need to be heard, and I need to be remembered. And this is what the Visible Women Tribe is all about. Instead of me harping on about it, I want to play you something. I just want to show you a very quick trailer promo video about this Visible Woman, because I love it, because it's exciting, and because you're going to get to hear from some of the women who are part of the tribe. So Have a
My name is Janet Houlis, and I'm a visible woman.
I'm Gilda Jaffe, and I am a visible woman.
Hi, I'm Johanna Riquier, and I'm a visible woman.
I'm Sharon Anaja, and I am a visible woman.
Hi, I'm Petra Annabelle, and I'm a visible woman.
Hi, I'm Lola Bijude, and I am a visible woman. I'm Liz Hobbs, and I am a visible woman.
I'm Francie Jean Lewis, and I'm a visible woman.
I am Stella Lieben, and I am a visible woman.
I'm Mildred Talabi, and I am the founder of Visible Women Tribe. I would love for you to be a part of our community of businesswomen and female leaders who are committed to building a brand where they are seen, heard, and remembered for all the right reasons. Come and join us today. Embrace the sisterhood. Visit www.visiblewomentribe.com to register. Okay, I am totally biased, but isn't that an amazing, amazing promo video? Isn't that amazing? If you think it's amazing, I want you to let me know in the comments. I want you to drop in the comments, that was amazing. But seriously though, beyond just being amazing, this is what the Visible Women Tribe is about. And this is what we're going to talk about this week in this lunchtime live series. Why you need to start being visible. Because it does a lot for you. It does a lot for you, for your business. It does a lot for what you want to achieve in your life. And that's why we need to start being visible. But if you want to be part of the Visible Women Tribe, I want you to go right now to visiblewomentribe.com. The details are there. Register and get signed up this month. Everybody who signs up this month gets a free copy of my wonderful book, Start Being Visible, which is the ultimate playbook on how to use LinkedIn to build a visible and profitable brand. So go to visiblewomentribe.com and sign up straight away, right now, right in this session. But that is so awesome. Tamika, it's awesome to have you here. Tamika is a visible woman. She is in our Visible Woman Tribe. Good to have you here, Tamika. You can let them know just how awesome it is in the comments, right? Samina, yes, good to see you, Samina. Sandy, Shireen, I hope you can all join us in the tribe. But listen, let's talk about our topic for today. Today's topic, because over this week we're going to talk about the 4 reasons for you to start being visible, that you need to start being visible. And today's topic, reason number 1 that you need to start being visible is so that you can grow in confidence. Now that might sound weird, because how is being visible going to help me grow in confidence? You know, how is it? And I want you to know, the beautiful promo. I love it. Thank you, ladies. Thank you, ladies. I want to know, if you feel like you're a naturally confident person, I want you to drop just put in the comments, yes, I am confident naturally. So if you feel like you're naturally confident, there's a difference. You know, there's a difference. Naturally confidence and all of that. If you feel like you're somebody, yeah, I'm just naturally confident, I want you to let me know in the comments. And then if you feel like you're not, just say not natural. Just find a way of putting it, not natural, because you can be confident, you know, naturally and not natural. Anyway, we're going to talk about it, but I just want to know where you see yourself in this picture, because when it comes to being visible, it's almost like the visibility and confidence thing is so linked. It's linked, you know. And before I talk about how it's linked, I want to talk to you about the pain of invisibility. Now, this is a phrase that I actually heard, and if you're on my mailing list, I have a weekly newsletter where I send out every Monday morning. You get like my thoughts for the week and some LinkedIn tips, etc. But this week's topic was all about this pain of invisibility, because I got this phrase from, believe it or not, Bruce Springsteen. The rocker. Yes, Bruce Springsteen, the rocker. Not my usual type of music, you know, I know he has 1 or 2 good hits, but it's not my usual type of music. But I was listening to him having a conversation with President Barack Obama. Yes, on Spotify. I think it was called the Renegade Podcast or something like that. And in this, they were both having a conversation about how, their background, etc. And Bruce used this phrase, he talked about the pain of invisibility. He said that prior to music, I was pretty invisible and there was a lot of pain to that invisibility. I was like, whoa, that is pretty powerful. I had to quickly grab my pen. And by the way, here's a content tip. Anything you hear that catches your attention or catches your imagination or makes you respond or react in a certain way, you need to be writing that thing down and you need to be sharing it somewhere, whether on your post or on a talk like this or somewhere. You need to write it down. Don't let it escape. Write it down. If it grabs you, grab it. Yeah, that's a good one. If it grabs you, grab it. So he said this thing about the pain of invisibility. And I was like, oh my God, that is so true. And that is such a beautiful way to put it. Well, he is a songwriter and all of that. And I can totally relate. I can totally relate. So this whole idea of the pain, and I can see Sandy says, yep, naturally confident. Tamika, naturally confident. Samina, yep. So this whole idea of the pain of invisibility. So he was talking to President Obama about his nature. Both of them are introverts, actually. Both of them identify as introverts, as do I. And introverts might feel this more than extroverts, in terms of this whole pain of invisibility thing. But we all probably go through it at some point. But it's this whole idea of having something to say, wanting to say something, but having no voice or having no one listen or see you or hear you, on that topic. So he was talking about how for a lot of his life, being quiet naturally as an introvert, he felt like he had a lot to say, but he was painfully invisible. So when he entered music, that gave him an outlet, and that gave him this, he said in his music, he's like on the opposite end of the scale. People are like, oh my God, he's such an extrovert, but his music allowed him to break free from this pain of invisibility. And I was like, oh my God, that is so awesome. Because I can relate to that. As an introvert, I can relate to that. There's been times I've been in maybe like group situations, massive group situations or anything like that. And I've had something to say and I've had a contribution to make. And I was like, oh my God, I can't, And it's like, it's painful. It's a painful experience. And just in general, going through life, having things to say and having a contribution to make, but not doing it, So I want you to break. I'm free from that now. It took years of work, inside work, inside out work, but I'm free. I am absolutely free from that now. Thus, I'm doing this stuff right in front of you, no problem. But I understand that a lot of from the work that I do with women in this area, I know a lot of women struggle with this. Men, I know you do too, but I ain't talking to you. This is not for you. You can listen in, but this is not for you, right? But I know a lot of women struggle with this whole idea of this pain of being invisible, of having things to say, having a contribution to make, but not having an outlet or not feeling like people want to hear your voice or not feeling like your voice is heard. And I'm telling you today that it does not have to be that way, that you need to start being visible to break free from this pain. So that's the first thing in relation to visibility and confidence. It breaks you free from this pain of invisibility. If you've ever experienced it, you would understand. If you haven't, that's okay. You're in a good place. But that's one thing that it really helps. When you start being visible, it helps you to break free. Now, you're probably thinking, well, if it's so hard, it's painful, then how am I going to be able to get over it? How can I do that? And this is why I wanted to know from you ladies, you guys tuning in, like this whole thing of people often debate visibility versus confidence, right? And I put it out on my post today because I wanted to hear what people's thoughts were, as in, do you need to be confident to be visible? Like, which one is it, the chicken or the egg? Which came first? Do you have confidence and that allows you to be visible, or does visibility build confidence? So that was a question I put out today, and that's the question I'm putting out to you. I want you to let me know in the comments which one came first, the chicken or the egg? For you, which one came first? Were you confident, especially for those of you who said you're naturally confident? Did that confidence empower you to become visible? Has that empowered you to become visible, or is it the other way around? And for those of you who maybe it's not that, who are visible now, have you found that being visible led you to being more confident? I'd love to know your thoughts in the comments, because this correlation between visibility and confidence is debated time and time again, so people who, and it may be, again, it's not just introverts, maybe people who are more naturally reserved feel like that you need a lot of confidence to be visible, because, again, let's talk about visible, actually, because when I'm using the word, you might have a different meaning to the word visible than what I'm using, and everybody has their own meaning. But when I talk about being visible, what I mean is being seen, heard, and remembered. So it's literally putting yourself out there in a place where you are being seen for whatever it is that you want to be seen for, heard, your voice is being heard on that topic, and people are remembering you for that thing. Essentially, it's a form of personal branding. You're really putting yourself out there and owning your voice and owning your presence, how you appear on and offline. So that's what I mean by being visible. So which one is it for you? What do you think came first for you? Were you confident and then visible? Were you visible and that led to confidence? Samina says, I was already confident. Yes, that is helping me to become more visible. I am an extrovert. Awesome. That's the thing. So, yes, this is something that extroverts do. Sometimes you have an advantage over, because when you're an extrovert, you tend to naturally like putting yourself out there. So it might come easier for you. But for everybody else, including the extroverts, because it's not all extroverts that are like this, but for anyone who struggles with the whole visibility and confidence thing, I would like to put it to you that being visible helps you to gain confidence. If you don't have the confidence to begin with, when you start being visible, you will gain confidence in the process. I promise you. And I promise you this because I am talking from personal experience. Oh my God, yes. I am totally talking from personal experience, but also from the experience of the women I've worked with and from other things that I've read and all of that kind of stuff. But when you start it's that whole idea of feel the fear and do it anyway, right? If you wait for the fear to depart before you do that thing which you know you're supposed to do, you're never going to do it, because fear is always going to be there. It's always part of us. But when you start doing it, when you start doing that thing that you're afraid of, when you start being visible, the confidence will follow. It may take time. In fact, it may not take time. It will take time. It will take time. What that length of time is, I don't know. It differs for all of us. But if you continue with it, the confidence will surely follow the visibility. So Tamika says, great question. My confidence allows me to be visible. However, using my voice and being heard continuously builds my confidence. I love that. It's that thing of using my voice, so yes, you can start off already confident, but if you want to build on that, you have to use it. It's like a muscle. Visibility is a muscle. It's a muscle that develops into confidence as you do it. So visibility is definitely a muscle that you want to develop, so you have to use it. And the more you use it, the more your confidence grows, because you start to see, so maybe you put yourself out there on LinkedIn, for example, and you do something you haven't done before, and it's like, oh, that wasn't quite as bad as I thought. The world didn't crack open and swallow me up. I'm still alive. I live another day. So you take these little steps at a time, and as you do, and you get more confident in it and in your visibility, that builds more confidence in itself. So it kind of, what's the word I'm looking for, where it just kind of one leads to the other. There's a good word for it, which at the moment my mind is not thinking of. But so I still get imposter syndrome. Samira, loads of people can relate to that. Sandy says, even if I'm naturally confident, intentionally being more visible will grow my confidence. I love that. And I love that you added the word intentionality, intentional, because you have to be intentional about these things. Being visible doesn't happen by accident. Being confident doesn't happen by accident. Yes, you might be naturally confident, but if you don't put yourself in situations that allow that confident muscle and that visibility muscle to grow, then it's never going to get any bigger than that. So absolutely, yes, intentionally being more visible will grow my confidence. So that's a good segue into the whole thing, Sandy, of how can we then be intentionally more visible? in order to grow the confidence. So if you're somebody and you're listening to this and you're like, okay, yes, I do want to start being visible. I do want to, I do want to be more confident in my visibility. How can you do it? So I want to set you a challenge. I'm not going to give you the answer. I'm going to give you a challenge. I want a start being visible challenge, right? Because the whole point of this week. Oh, that's a good question. But before I come to the chat, I'm going to come to your question, Angela. That's a good question. But yeah, I'm going to give you a challenge because I don't want to. I believe you have the answers, But I want you to. I'm very practical. I don't just like theory. I like practice. I'm the kind of person. If I read a book and there's an action to take, I'm taking the action, because it's only in taking the action that you actually get the full benefits of what you've read. So yes, we're gonna do a challenge about the start being visible thing. But let's go to Angela. Hi, Angela. Good to see you on this live. Angela's question says, "Hi, Mildred. How often do you recommend one should be visible?" That is a very good question, and there's lots of proponents to that. So let's assume you're talking about LinkedIn and being visible on LinkedIn. So being visible on LinkedIn, what that pretty much looks like is you are posting content and you are engaging with other people. Those two things, give you, there's other things you do as well, but those two things are key to being visible on LinkedIn. Right, you post content and you engage with other people's posts. Now, when I say engage with other people's posts, I'm not talking about leaving a like. I'm not talking about putting a like. Likes are cheap. It's easy to like a post. But if you really want to be visible, especially to the person posting, and also because it shows up on your feed, you need to be leaving comments, so that gives you visibility. But posting your own content absolutely gives you visibility. So let's say that's the question that you're asking. How often do you recommend that one should be visible? In that context, I believe that you should, if you are running a business, if you have a business and LinkedIn is a legitimate business building activity for you, the time that you spend on this platform when you do it properly and you do it strategically. So if you're running a business, I believe that you should be on LinkedIn at least once every weekday, commenting on other people's stuff. Daily basis. That's a daily basis. You want to do weekends? That's up to you, but at least on a weekday, right? That's your job, Monday to Friday. Posting now, there's different theories on it. I believe in order to have optimum visibility, I think you should aim for a minimum of posting 3 times a week. 3 times a week is good. It gives, so like if you were to do like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule, that's kind of gives it enough for you to be giving your audience something, So I post 5 days a week. There's some people post 7 days a week, but I would say aim for 3 days a week. If you want to be visible, that's a good number to maintain the visibility, but for your posting of your content, but then the engagement, you want to be doing that daily. So that's the thing. I hope that answers the question, Angela. But so this challenge, the start being visible challenge, because we talked about visibility is a muscle, and we talked about confidence. The more you do it, the stronger it gets. So I want to set you a challenge this week. I want you to do something that you haven't done before on LinkedIn. I want you to do something, or in whatever, so because I know this is streaming to YouTube and Facebook as well, so maybe on those platforms for you, but do something that you haven't done before visibility wise. Now, this could be something like posting content for the first time. This could be engaging in other people's posts for the first time. So you're leaving a meaningful comment on somebody's post. This could be posting a video. So if you're somebody who does post content, but you've never posted a video, this is the time. I want you to do a video. I want you to do that, or do a poll, or do something that's out of the ordinary for you, something different, something that will give you visibility that's different from your regular stuff. So I want you to commit to doing that this week. I was gonna say by tomorrow, but I'm being kind. but I was gonna say by the next session tomorrow, but I'm being kind. But I want you to commit to doing that this week. So something, because this is a muscle that we want to develop. I want you to develop this visibility muscle and develop the confidence that goes with it. So if you're in and you're going to take part in this challenge, I want you to drop a yes in the comments. Say, yes, I'm in. Put yes, I'm in. Because what I want you to do when you do that thing and you do make that post, or you do that comment, or whatever it is that's out of your comfort zone, I want you to tag me. Normally I don't like people tagging me. Normally, I don't like people tagging me and stuff because I get tagged and stuff, and people think if they tag me, then it exposes them to my network or whatever, and it's just random stuff. And it's like, no, please, it blocks up my notifications, and I don't like it. But today, I give you permission to tag me. If you're in this challenge, I want you to say, yes, I'm in, and I want you to do that thing today. Let me know what you're planning to do, and then tag me when you do it so I can celebrate with you, because we are all about being practical. So good. Yes, Angela, I'm glad that answers your question. And yes, Angela's in. Awesome. Sandy, 3 times a week requires planning a lot of content to stay consistent. Absolutely. You have to plan your content, but that's another episode altogether. You have to plan your content if you are using LinkedIn strategically. But this is what it's all about. This is what being part of the Visible Woman Tribe is all about. And I want you to join our tribe, because we are going to be, this is what we're doing. We are helping each other. We are a global community of women who are committed to being visible, and things like this, helping each other, sharing tips. There'll be training sessions. There'll be, as a member, you get to experience training sessions, masterclasses, networking events, socials. There's a real I hate that word, camaraderie. That's the word. I hate that word because in my head, it's pronounced differently for how it's written. So it always trips me up every time I say it. But basically, a sisterhood. There's a real bonding that we have in our tribe. And I want you to be part of it. So I want you to go to visiblewomantribe.com and sign up today. Sign up for membership. It's a monthly membership. It is a paid membership, but that's because you're going to get so much value out of being a part of our tribe. So I want you to go and do that today. And then what I want you to do, so put in the comments that you're in this challenge. Yes. Awesome. Deanne is in. Awesome. Aisha. Sandy. Yes. Ladies, yes. I'm so glad that you're in. I want you to be in this challenge, and I want you to be in this tribe. So go and start planning. And then tomorrow, we're back here tomorrow, and I'm going to be talking about another element of being visible tomorrow, because 4 reasons why you should start being visible. Tomorrow we're going to talk about establishing your expertise through being visible, so you don't want to miss that. But right now I want you to go to visiblewomantribe.com. Go and sign up, join our tribe, because we'll be doing so much more things like this. Honestly, if you want to be visible and you want to build your brand around being visible and build your business in the process, this is the community that you want to be part of. And of course, you get to have that free copy of my book just this month when you sign up. This month ends on the 30th of June. Don't wait till then. Do it now. Yeah? visiblewomantribe.com. With that, I am signing out for this session, because the lunchtime sessions are only quick. They're half-an-hour sessions, but I am signing off this session. But I'm going to be back here tomorrow at 1 p.m. BST, and I want to see you there. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm looking forward to your challenges and those tags. So get to it, and I will see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.